Hi guys, it's MrTrakky. Welcome to episode 3 of the Real Life Show. Guys, I hope you're having a great Sunday. I know I'm looking at the clock. My missus finishes work in a couple hours, so I'll be chomping down on the curry chicken, rice and peas I cooked last night just for today. I just want to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel from day dot when I had 0 subscribers till now. We're currently sitting at 500 and odd subscribers. Guys, I'm so humble for your support. I'm so humble, and I hope it continues forevermore, because I really want to keep this channel growing and I really want to keep entertaining you guys. In the comment section on my last video about society, I noticed a few of you mentioned that you would like me to do a video on me getting stabbed. I also had quite a few people inbox me and ask me how did I manage to deal with it. So naturally I thought I'd do a video. I was a bit apprehensive to start with, as this is the internet and there's absolute dickheads out there. But you know something, this is nearly 15 years ago this happened, and I'm grown enough. I'm tough enough to take on the knobs. If they want to be idiots, I'll just blank them and leave them to it. But guys, a bit of the background is, I knew this girl. Me and her were friends. She wanted to be more than friends, but I thought she was quite young in her head. She ended up getting with this guy, but then she told her friends that if I ever gave her the opportunity to be with her, she would drop him at the drop of a hat, basically. That got back to him. Now, instead of speaking to her about it, he came looking for me. Because he couldn't find me, because at the time I was living in London for a while with my cousin, he chose to black my little cousin's eye. Then him and several other guys jumped my little brother and damn near put him in a coma. So naturally he got my attention. I was raised to defend myself if I was being attacked. So one day I was going down to see my mate at my old secondary school. He was in sixth form, I was in college, where my brother came flying down to me. He's here. So I knew who he was on about straight away. As soon as I clapped eyes on him, it was on. It was simple as that. There was no words exchanged between either of us. It was on. We ended up fighting. I got the better of him during the fight, so he hugged me. He like bear hugged me, and he bit me on my face, and I didn't realise what was going on at the time, but he was actually trying to stab me. That's why he was hugging me. I had quite a thick duffel coat on, which basically saved my life. It actually saved I've still got it now to this day as a reminder just how lucky I am. It's still drenched in blood. It's still here somewhere in my mum's house, buried deep away in the cupboard. I didn't want to throw it away because it is a stark reminder of how life can end so suddenly. He basically had stabbed me. I managed to knock him out. He and his mates dragged him away. I phoned my mum, and then while I was on the phone to my mum was telling me to get down to my auntie's workplace, which was 5 minutes away on the bus. People were telling me my nose was bleeding, and then I realised I had quite a big gash in my nose, and it was quite evident when I seen that metallic flash in my face what had happened. So we seen the bus come in. We ran for the bus. This school had loads of my friends still there, several members of my family who are my cousins and my younger brother. As we started running for the bus, I just fell backwards. I couldn't even make a step. I didn't know what was going on. Everyone was like, "Get up, Track, get up." Tried to get up. I couldn't get up. I can't explain the sensation, but I felt as if, have you ever woke up in your sleep and you're trying to get up and you can't move? That is exactly what had happened to me. I had a load of blood in my eyes from where I fell backwards. All the blood from my nose had gone in my eyes. The panic started to set in because I started to fit. I was losing blood. I was losing a lot of blood. Luckily, there was a off-duty nurse who had saw what had happened She pulled off my coat straight away, found exactly where I'd been stabbed, which was in my side, just above my left kidney. And if it wasn't for that woman, I don't even think I'd be talking to you today. I was taken in an ambulance. I don't remember much of this now. I can't remember much because I passed out due to the amount of blood I lost. I woke up to my mum and my family, and I woke up to a very long road ahead. It was traumatizing, and I'm from an area where you gotta act like a hard man when you're in these situations, and I think that had a detrimental effect. But the network of family that I had around me is what got me through today. Gaming also got me through everything that I went through, because that's how I socialized with my family, like playing things like Mario Kart, GoldenEye, those type of games. It brought the bond with the family, and after this happened, I didn't want to leave my house. I became a recluse as such, and it was only because of my mum trying to edge me out slowly by sending me around to the shop just to get a little something for dinner. Oh, can you pick up this, love? Can you pick up some sweet corn or whatever? And to start with, I was very apprehensive, but I could see what my mum was doing in the long run, and I really just want to say thank you to her for doing it. I did leave Birmingham for a while because I just didn't want to be here no more. That seemed to help. My oldest cousin, he had me living with him, and it made such a difference just being somewhere that I wasn't familiar with, just to focus on myself and not the place I was living in. Counselling was another thing that really helped, because what made the situation a lot more traumatic than anything wasn't the actual situation. It was going to court after the situation to have a barrister stand in my face and tell me that I stabbed myself. And you've got to try not to get angry, because it looks like you're being flippant, and obviously the judge has their opinion of you. I couldn't help it. I lost it with this woman because of what I'd been through, you know what I mean? But thankfully the judge kind of told her off and said, listen, you can't be doing this to this guy, you know what I mean? I was 17 at the time. It was hard. I was very young in my mind, and although I thought I was a big man because I was nearly 18, mentally I wasn't ready for it. And that's where people like my dad came into play. My dad had been axed in his head and a few things, you know what I mean? So speaking to him helped me clear my mind and stuff. But my mother and my brother, they were the people that really stuck by me. Anytime I wanted to speak about anything, I just went to them. And that's what you need to do, guys. If you're going through stuff that you can't quite manage, you need to seek someone that you've got a really close bond with, and make sure you let them know that you're feeling it. That is pretty much it from me today. If you've got any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll get straight back to you. I hope this hasn't been too morbid, guys. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And as always, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.